we'll see when that actually happens. Because I do like a couple $100.
To this?
Definitely. Okay, guys, we're doing a natural overlay. You see this? How it say new? You need to be making sure you're getting new shit for everybody, okay? And Sandy Mans. Hi, Riri. Oh, you pulled up quick, girl. What's going on? So we're gonna do start to finish because I want to show you guys like how quick the process actually be. Basically, this file is a zebra. This is probably like 100, 180 because they kind of was BSing with me at the supply stores previously. I could use, I think I got some like 100 ones, but they off to the side. I don't feel like grabbing them. So girl, I was on the other one, but you ended it before I could comment. You know why? It's because I was trying to go horizontal and I didn't know that it was stuck as vertical. So that's why I was like, what the hell? I probably sound crazy, but you know, is what it is. So overlay, you guys, is literally just what it sounds like, you know, acrylic overlaid on the natural nails. She said, ah, okay. Yes, girl, I almost started cussing the thing out until I realized it was my fault. So I had to take the L. What color you want to do?
I want to do French tip.
I knew it.
I think I want to do this one. I like the tip part.
Okay, so blue for tip, but what color background though?
Like the pink part.
Like baby pink?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you guys heard it. She want to do a baby pink background with a blue French tip, with like a royal blue French tip. And she, yeah, I knew it. Y'all, she have not been here for a minute. Her nails was getting long as hell too.
Bro, literally, I don't know why, but when I like, last time we like glued out my nails heavily, and like I could bend it like paper. That's
well, cause
what should I do?
I mean, there's nothing you can do. That's kind of the nature of nails. Like everyone thinks when you grow out your nails, everyone's just like strong as wood, but that's not actually true.
So it's normal to be that flimsy?
Yeah, because the longer they get, the less support you have. It's like pretty rare that people have nails that are like thick as what people think they should be. Basically, because people will be like, oh, I need a break from nails. It's like, well, you don't have any damage, you don't have nothing going on. Like everyone's nails are not like hard as rocks, basically. So like you don't have to be worried as long as they're not like, you know, looking damaged and pink and whatever, then you're okay. But yeah, that's actually a misconception. It's really, they grow and get strong because like, you know, we're keeping product on them. And so as long as we're doing that, you know, of course they feel really strong. But once that's gone and you're back to square one, you know, they're going to feel back to being, yeah, exactly, nails again. She said, I've been procrastinating on doing my nails. Girl, who are you telling? Look at this. I soaked these off yesterday. I might try and do them today. I'm thinking about going live on Instagram later because I have a not polished box that they sent me to unbox. Right? I know.
You know what's in there?
I don't. I have not opened it specifically because I've been trying to do like an actual unboxing. So I never go live on Instagram, so I might try. So if y'all don't follow me, make sure you do. Add nails. What's my shit? Nails by PrettyFace. There we go. We're gonna see what's in there. Now I do know they did mention something about sending me an apron, which is nice, but I'm like, I don't wear them shits. No, I don't wear them. I don't. But you know, maybe I'll take a picture in it.
Is it because you just don't have one, or you just choose not to?
Okay, so when I used to work in a nail shop, the girl there who was the manager, about whatever the fuck you want to call her, right? There was a point in time where she did keep aprons, and I would wear them low key because I would try and dress cute and stuff, you know. But I just didn't like the extra weight on me and how it felt like covering my legs. Like sitting down, every time I want to stand up, I felt like I was getting tangled in it, and I just never hella liked them that much. So and then somebody asked me yesterday for she asked me for a hot manicure. She's like, hey, not sure if you do them, but do you think it's possible I can get a hot manicure? She like texted me. I was like, girl, no. I was like, girl, what is a hot manicure, right? I was like, I don't know what that is. Because she's like, I want a hot manicure with tips and gel. I was like, you could book a manicure and a full set if you want some tips, you know? Because I don't know what that is. And she was like, well, the last time they she's like, they put on like this little press on, and then they dried it in the lamp, and then they put in some gel, and they ding ding ding. Because at first I'm like, a hot manicure, I'm like, is you talking about manicure with a drill, manicure with hot water, like, you know? And I was like, oh baby girl, that is gel X. You're gonna have to find a gel X tech, because you know I don't do gel X, baby, I do acrylics. So I was like, she said, do you do ultra realistic sets? I mean, I feel like I probably can, except for like no one asks for that, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have the clientele that's like, I want my nails to look like nails. But she was like, now I had to tell her, I was like, girl, tips is the things you put on before acrylic. A manicure is cleaning the nails. And what did I say? I said something else to try and like break it down for her. Okay, guys, protein bond. So with an overlay, there's no tips, no nothing. So this is her length, and that's just gonna be that. She's gonna get square. Now typically when people don't already have like shaped up nails, I have to like create the corners. Where are you located? I am in California. We are in Northern California. When they don't have like corners like this, I kind of have to create them. So usually that, depending on like how detailed I have to go, I'm not gonna say it adds on time, because I typically do one bead, but sometimes it add on like a couple dollars on the price. But you know, that ain't nothing crazy. But I didn't used to do that, because I was like, oh, this is so easy. But then one day I was like, yeah, but it comes out so good. So all right, y'all, boom. So that's it. We prepped. Look at that. In 7 whole minutes we are prepped and ready to go. Right. All right, so these is the Viva paper towels. If you don't use them, you might want to. Do you see how soft? Girl, what's crazy is you ain't been here in so long. There was like a week where I didn't have no paper towels. I had to use Kleenex tissue to do somebody fill, because I'm like, I didn't have these. And then so I was like, okay, well, let me get these them little Kleenex towelettes you see.
The brown ones?
They wasn't brown. They kind of look like this. But it's the Kleenex brand.
Because I seen you using some brown ones.
Girl, that was once I was down and out. I didn't have these. I didn't have those. The Kleenex fucking was gone. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so ghetto. So ghetto. Yeah, I had to use the brown ones from the bathroom. I was like, okay, we need to get this together.
So you're just not restocking them?
Yeah, so them ones I got last week. And then Target didn't still have these. So I had to get some more box of like the Kleenex towels, which is like these. I went back the other day, finally they got it. So I was like, boom. All right, you guys, so basically what I'm doing is cleaning the brush. I used black on someone yesterday, and she got such short nails. I poured so much that I forgot, like, damn, I didn't need all that. So I want to make sure that the black don't get into her background. So she want to do like a baby pink background. Boom. Candy Yum Yum, which I don't know why every time Not Polished writes it on their page, they always write Candy Yum Yum, like with an A, but it's really with a U. Okay. I don't know why they do that. But yes, I was struggling. I was like, I cannot believe this. And y'all, I feel like this is like the perfect baby pink, because it kind of be looking neutral when you put other colors with it. So trying to think what else has happened since I've seen you, because I feel like it's been forever.
The baby shower. So they had the baby.
Oh, they did.
They had the baby, but before they had the baby, the day before the grandma died.
Oh, damn. Dang. I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Because, like, was she already in actual labor, or?
Yeah, and then that's when, because the baby was born on the 6th, I think, and then the grandma died on the 5th.
Okay, well, this sounds bad, but at least the baby wasn't born on the same day.
Yeah.
Because that would be really hard. That would be extremely hard. I mean, it's already going to be hard in general, but... Was the baby a boy or girl?
It was a girl.
Did they name it after the granny?
She has their middle name.
Oh, okay. See, I knew it was coming. Knew it was coming. Okay, you guys, so boom, you see how we did that there? Like I said, when you have to like build somebody corners, it takes a little bit longer, but you know, you just want to focus on, I like to do this in one bead if I can, because it just comes out with so much more substance. But boom, y'all see that? Period, period, period. Okay, okay. And you got to make sure that underneath is nice, you know. So this is why for overlays, like everything, I charge the same for overlays I do without tips, because I didn't used to, till I realized, like, you know, this is a skill too, to make it look like this. Y'all hear her in the background vouching, talking about something. Her nails really do grow though, y'all, I promise. So basically, like when you get your bead, you want to let it like set for a second if it's a little too runny, because you want to be able to see how I could just push and control and it do what I say. That's what you want. Like, I know everybody be telling you like, oh my god, this is so buttery and that's so buttery. Honestly, a lot of people work hella wet, which is fine, but certain things you don't want that. So I pretty much, you know, work on filling in what's on the actual nail plate, and then get everything tucked into the cuticle area, and then like square out as I go. And if I need to, I'll go and correct the underneath. Boom. So this way you don't waste a lot of product, because you learn how to maneuver it around, so that if you don't need it in one area, you can kind of push it into another. And that's how you can see I don't have like a lot of waste on my paper towel. Boom. These are gonna be so cute. I don't think I've done like a royal blue French tip in mad long.
Really? No, I just, you know, where it's like, oh yeah, I want that one.
Did you even know what color that you possibly wanted, or did you just literally just see it and was like, yep?
Yeah, I just seen it, and I knew that I wanted to do like a blue because it's my boyfriend's birthday on Saturday.
Okay.
And you know, I just seen it, I was like, oh yeah.
Well, hey, that works. And then you have to make sure that the sides are wide enough, because if you don't, what's gonna happen is like these little stress areas, people don't really talk about this, but okay, these little stress areas over here, if you don't have enough acrylic and it's not matched up right, that's where stuff will chip and break. It don't matter if it's an overlay or a real set, you will have that problem if your sidewalls are not set up correctly. Just so y'all know. What y'all gonna do for his birthday?
I don't know. I think like he really wanted to do something with his brother, because like they're twins or whatever. But like now his brother has his baby, so like his brother don't really want to like go out or do nothing for real.
That makes sense.
So I don't know. Honestly, you talk about going to Morton's.
Okay.
Like that.
Somebody was just, matter of fact, I have a client, her birthday's today. She was trying to figure out where to eat, because I guess today she want to do dinner, and then over the weekend she gonna go to like a couple bars or something. But I guess she couldn't figure out exactly where to go eat. But she's like, you know, we got to keep the price kind of cool, because other people going with them, like family members. So she's like, I don't want it to be too expensive.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like, he wouldn't go to Morton's, but it's like, who's gonna be paying for everybody at Morton's? I hope everybody has Morton money.
Hello.
Like,
I mean, shoot.
I got you, but like, his brother, his mom, cousins, like.
They better order the chicken special. Like, listen, order the unsteaked stuff, or do like you're supposed to, and everybody have one bite of the side dish, because it's shareable. So. These is gonna be so cute. Dang, where's everybody located? Because I know it's like literally 9 a.m. here, but I feel like in my lives I always get like East Coast people. I don't think I'd never ever get West Coast people. So you guys can see, boom. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. So like the length is still the length, but like really once you add them corners on and like square everything out, they just look the appearance of longer. But overlays be lit. Listen, if you could find you a tech or if you are a tech and you could get the look of a full set with an overlay, it is a skill that you would want to have. Definitely. Especially for people that can't have long nails. Because then they could tell people like, oh, this is my real nail. So
I love saying like, for real?
Yep. I have some clients, they take pictures. They keep pictures with them. Hey girly. Oh, we got royalty nails. Yeah, people, they do be like, these is my nails, look. I got one client, she take a picture every time I do her soak off. She's like, ain't nobody finna be doubting me. I seen this video on Instagram yesterday, I think, and this girl was like doing her own nails, which, you know, nothing wrong with it. And they was long, like her real nails was long, but they were like so brittle, like, and they look like whatever product she puts on, it looked like she was ripping them off for real. And she was like, you know, I don't do acrylics no more because they damaged me and blah blah. And so I think she was putting Gel X over her long natural nails that was literally like out to here, you know. And I found that very odd because I'm like, I felt like I seen like something on top of like a space in between her nail and something else, but then I'm like, maybe she's painting on something, whatever. And then like to do the polish, it was just all over the place, and everyone was in the comments like, you gonna give yourself contact dermatitis and blah blah blah.
Yes, I've been seeing that all over TikTok. Like their hands be like all purple and like
because you cannot just constantly have product all over you and think like, oh, I'll just clean it up later. Listen, it's not like this stuff. I think people be forgetting this is chemicals, like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people didn't go to school, you know, like, no shade, but people don't be knowing what it is. Like, there's just stuff people don't be knowing about, and I be trying to tell people like, look, when you in school, that's the place to be getting that shit. I know I had contact dermatitis all the time, like a mug, because
In school?
yeah, because you know, you use wubbies in school. And they're like hella long, and like for those of y'all who don't know wubbies, they look like this material, and it's for you to use acrylic. Matter of fact, I got some in the cabinet because that's like a super duper backup fucking thing. And so they're kind of about this long as this thing. So when you're like dipping acrylic and doing stuff, even if you're dipping over here, eventually your paper towel is gonna get fully wet. So like when wubbies get wet, because they're so freaking long, your arm, like, see how my arm is like on this length? Your arm is constantly in it, and it causes problems because it's hard to realize like, how do I keep my arm out of this? Like, and then you realize when you actually do nails in real life, like, you're more than likely not going to be using wubbies. Like, they're not that absorbent, but that's what you learn within school, so you can know the proper, like, you know, the proper stuff. But yeah, my arms used to be red and itchy all the time. It actually can be quite painful. See? Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. Boom. Look, we 19 minutes in. We got one hand done. Okay. That's why I be saying, like, they can go by pretty quick if you develop that talent. Yeah, once we go ahead and shape them, it's over. So I ought to drink some tea. So, like, do you see the consistency of, like, how my beads are? When you do an overlay, you want something like this, because, again, if not, it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be hard for you to sculpt. Same with acrylic toes. I see a lot of people that, like, struggle with application of, or, like, it's very hard for them not to use tips, is because you have to have the right consistency in your beads. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to, like, free sculpt. You see? Like, See how it ain't going nowhere? But it's still easily moldable. So it's definitely a skill to develop, and you have to kind of go out of your way to think like, okay, how can I do this? How can I get this done? There's no like magic product, magic brush, none of that. Like, you kind of have to just decide that you want to improve at something, to actually improve, you know. So how do you like being a step higher on the stylist scale? Because I think the last time I seen you, you was in the process of getting bumped up.
Oh yeah. Feels good. Feels good.
You get a bump in pay too?
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. The higher you go, the more you get to choose your schedule, huh?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
When you get to like master, you can still like choose your schedule.
Do you want to go all the way up to master stylist?
Yeah. That's like where I want to be.
Yeah.
Like I don't care to be like elite or like nothing like that, but master for sure. Because right now we don't like regular stylists. They don't get like no benefits for real, paid on time, like shit like that. So when you get to master, that's when you get all that stuff.
All right. How many more steps up is that? Like 3?
No, just one.
Oh, just one. Oh shit. Okay, y'all got a smaller scale than I had this client. I haven't seen her for a couple months, but she worked at this salon, and they did a lot of the dancers for the basketball team. And so, you know, that was good and everything, but so anyway, she ended up leaving that particular salon to like have her own suite or whatever. But at that salon that she was at, she was saying that their scale goes of like I think numbers like 1 through 4 or something like that, or 1 through 6. And she was saying depending on your experience, depending on your I guess how they see you do hair or exhibit certain skills, of course, they give you that number. So I guess you don't automatically have to start at the bottom. Yeah, you can basically, I think she said she went in at a level 3 stylish or level 4 or something. She had been doing hair for a while or whatever, which is very interesting because, you know, in nails, like nail salons and stuff, there is not that.
It's just everybody does it.
Yeah, so she said, I'm back, sorry, I went and took a shower. That's okay, Riri. So basically, when you do nails in a nail salon, or at least from my experience, because obviously I've only worked really in one salon, and I worked in a men's salon where that was paid hourly.
Was it out here?
Yeah. So basically, like, when you work in a salon, you have the option to pay booth rent, which obviously is like you pay a set amount per month, and you pay that, and outside of that, you keep everything. And obviously, the more clients that you take or money that you make, you know, the more that you make, basically. And then they have commission, which is like you're paying a percentage per client, which is what I used to do, because when I was new back then, I was like, girl, I'm not about to just keep paying you money off tops. So basically,
You don't have a clientele?
no. So when I worked in that nail shop, I went commission based, because basically if you don't make any money, you're not paying nothing. So the split was like 40-60, so I kept 60, but I had to give up 40. Except for at the salon I was at, we had to do it like damn near after every client. But again, if I didn't have clients, then I didn't have to pay nothing. So that was a perk. But so there is not really a scale of like, oh, I'm in the salon and I get to move up, or I get to do this. I guess in nail salons you have just favoritism. You know, like of, oh, this person gets to work more days, or which happened where I was at. But so I think that's really cool that y'all have ways to go up and increase your income. That's not like self-based and dependent on, you know, oh, I gotta take more people to make more money. Like, there's people that will take courses and be like, oh, you know, I'm an advanced nail tech now, like based on because maybe they went and took somebody's like advanced course or further education. But like in a salon setting or nothing, no one's going to be like, oh, you finally get to move up to being blah blah blah. Did Did y'all do any hiring recently? Or still the same?
We had this little issue. So 2 years ago, it
Mm-hmm.
was me and this other stylist, and I was doing a haircut, and then she was doing a total blonde, which is when you like bleach from the root to the end, like the whole head.
Right.
So she was doing that, and then she put the bleach on, and then she went outside to, like outside, took a break, whatever.
Damn.
So I'm still doing my haircut, and then I just hear like the girl be like, "It's burning." It's
burning.
Like,
hell no.
She's like in pain, like yeah, I'm about
like
to
her
cry.
Scalp was on fire.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. I put my scissors down and I go run over there. Bro, I took the cap off. I'm talking about hella smoke.
Oh my.
That's how much smoke was like going on.
Did she use like a too high developer or something, or too long?
So then I went to the wash bowl and I washed her hair out, put hella cold water. And I ran outside, went to go find her stylist, and her stylist came in, and then her stylist was with her at the bowl, and then I ran to get the manager. And then manager came, looked at her scalp red as fuck, hella red, whatever.
Dang.
And then we went out to the floor to go try to find like something to soothe her scalp.
Right.
And then we found something. Okay, boom. So that situation happened 2 years ago. Okay. So fast forward to now. I guess the girl, she basically like went to court trying to sue the girl. Yes, trying to sue the girl. And then
she's trying to sue her for like being negligent or something.
No, trying to sue her because I guess she burnt her scalp, like it was chemical burn, because she went to the doctors after and she got like doctor's notes and like all that.
I would too.
It was like serious. So fast forward, she tried to take the girl to court, and then Ulta basically was like, "Oh, don't worry about it, we'll deal with it. Like you don't have to do nothing." So they were supposed to deal with it, and then on Thursday, last week Thursday, girl, I guess somebody came into the salon and served her.
Oh shoot!
Everybody. I was like, oh my god,
that's embarrassing.
So she was just crying, like she was mad as fuck.
She don't want to lose her license.
Yeah, and then I guess yesterday she had a meeting with like everybody, and basically they just found her not at fault.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess there's like something on the client's hair, like minerals or henna or something.
Oh, that is not playing well with products. Because I'm like, that seems like very quick for that to happen.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, that is so close. Like, and I thought I was going to have to go to court with her because I was like the only witness for real. I was like, oh my gosh, so ghetto.
Okay, here we go, y'all. Riri said her nails is so cute and small. I'm not gonna lie. I be calling this length mini. Minis is cute. They do be cute if it's hitting this out right. But you know what, y'all? If y'all just heard the story that she just told, this is why we keep our license and be maintained. Because imagine if she was not licensed, I'm being honest, you're getting sued. Yeah. Even if the client had minerals or whatever the fuck on the hair, she's getting sued because like you're not licensed. And this is not what you should like. How would you know, for real? So listen. This stuff is chemicals. Like we be saying, this is chemicals. Now somebody had told me, dang, it was a story. I got a client. She does barbering for like one of the walk-in type places or whatever. Yeah, one of them type places. And she was saying that she works with somebody, and that person, like, she works very quickly, which, okay, is good, but it's almost too quick to the point of, like, come on now. You know, because obviously in this type of places, the quicker that you work, the more sales that you get, all that stuff, you make more money. It's more incentive. So, basically, I guess she was doing, like, a tea tree towel on the head or something and wrapped it on the face, except for she was doing multiple back-to-back. So she would, like, wash his hair, do a tea tree treatment, wash his hair, do a treatment, trying to obviously have him pay more because you're being charged per each time, right? Okay, the problem is when she took the towel off for the last time, his face was so red, everything about him was red, like, and it was not going away, to the point where, like, my client was like, I'm pretty sure he had to have had 2nd or 3rd degree burns dang near.
Oh my god.
because he was just so red, and he kept talking about something like, oh, is it supposed to feel like this? Is it supposed to? And she just kept doing them treatments. I'm just like, she's lucky as hell that he didn't sue or anything. I guess when he had came back, he just was like, I don't want her, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, guys is less hip to stuff like that. They're like, you know, they don't be getting involved in all that. They'll more than likely just be like,
Girls.
because you not finna do me, girl. Not like that. Not burns. What if my shit don't grow back? Like, you know, like what if you burnt the hair straight from my roots or something? Okay, guys, so you can see like the difference between filing. Of course, this is the like side profile, like with overlays. You don't want them to be too chunky. That's something I used to struggle with until I realized the less product the better. And we don't really need a we don't really need too much of an apex because the nails are so short, like, so you really don't need that. And then on an overlay, because there's no nail tips, you really don't need that much of an apex. We put like just a touch, just to, of course, give the natural nail some strength, just so that when the acrylic dries, it's not flimsy. But you don't have to do too much in the apex department with overlays, for those of you who are struggling with that. But at least she got found not at fault, though.
Yeah, I'm so glad, because that would be crazy.
I would be stressed.
Yeah.
Stressing. That's why there's certain things that you do and don't
Now they be
do.
like, oh, we're gonna get now they're just like trying to keep up on like tripini and like all that stuff because they feel like state board's about to come.
And do a visit. I guess the good thing about state board is like the checklist ain't as long or difficult as what people think. I know when I had a state board visit finally.
Do they come here?
Yeah, they do. When I had a visit finally, I was kind of nervous, but he was like, no, everything cool, everything good. Like, you know, they like, I mean, you probably seen the checklist in school. Like, they just be making sure you got your soil area, your stuff is labeled. Do you have your paperwork out and it's up to date? You know, stuff like that. So I mean, I didn't know they was coming, so there was nothing for me to prepare. Actually, no, I was doing my mom nails, my aunt nails, and then I was about to do my mom nails, and this man walked in. I was like, okay. So I had to just like sit and watch him like look for a second, basically. I'd be lying if I said, actually, there's only one other time I witnessed a state board visit when I was working the nail salon. And I was just sitting there, really. Like, I didn't even have a client. I was kind of just waiting for a walk-in type. And we was thinking, we was like, oh, is that state board? Like, because who is this looking around for real? Bust down, I ain't got a bust down. Okay, so y'all see, 33 minutes. I told y'all this be a quick process if you play your cards right. So what you gonna do after this? You said it's your day off.
Go home.
You gonna go back to sleep?
Yes. My body hurts so bad, bro. Like, heck bad.
What gym you go to?
So we go to Choose.
Oh.
Right behind my job.
Okay.
It's hecka bougie in there. Like, hecka bougie.
Is it?
Like, girl.
How much a
got
month?
A theater room.
Oh.
We got fucking a pool outside. You can work out outside.
What the?
Yes.
Where the fuck is this at?
A little smoothie area. Yeah.
Where the heck is this at?
It's in Citrus Heights.
Oh, okay.
Right behind Ulta, literally.
Okay.
Right outside Target.
Wow.
Yeah, so bougie. But I see hella like clients in there and coworkers in there.
Oh, that's true, because a lot of them clients is there.
I'd be like,
I'm like, oh, hey, girl, I seen you working out. You know, don't forget to book your retouch, honey. I'll be in there promoting like I'm a, like, Susan, I saw you lifting those weights. I'm going to be lifting them grays on now. It's about that time. You think you would ever want to become management?
no.
Do not want them to have problems.
No. Definitely not.
That's what a lot of people say, though. It's like certain types of people that want to be managing them type of salons. I need to charge my gel. Okay, you guys, here we go. Get freaking yeah. Oh, you gotta cut. You gotta cut. Okay, we almost done with this. Okay, you guys clearly see she got a little cut right there. But what are we gonna do? We are not going to freak out. It's really not that bad. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna apply some pressure. I'm done filing it anyway, so I mean it kind of doesn't matter. But like, you know, this type of stuff happens, especially if it's, you know, been a while. You have extra skin or dry skin, whatever the case may be. Stuff get caught up, it happens. So basically, you guys can see how I'm holding it is like the blood is not going to get through to where I'm at, and that's like most important. Because once the blood come in contact with anything, you got to throw all that shit away, okay? So, yeah. You need to apply pressure. This is what they teach you in school. And even if you don't know that in school, like, come on, you guys, we're adults, so you just don't want to come in contact with any of it. So apply pressure.
Do not be doing that.
Girl, okay.
I just let it go.
And like, she about to wash her hands in a second, because like we're almost done. So you just want to like monitor it. And as we apply pressure, I kind of like squeeze on her finger a little bit. Like I keep my fingers behind her, so when I apply the pressure, it will have the bleeding stop pretty much. Boom. So you guys can see, like, that's kind of all of it takes. Like, you may see a little bit more come out, just a touch, but we're gonna leave it alone. It's not gonna get too crazy, okay? But you guys can see, like, nothing went through the paper towel, so I'm gonna throw this away, and then I'm just about to go wash my hands right quick. But because no like blood got on anything, then it is a very minor situation, then you're good to continue on. But like, let's say if I cut her really bad, like I've cut somebody like really bad in the past, like using a new like drill bit when I was still kind of beginning, and that shit rolled right off of that acrylic onto her finger. It was a coarse one. I damn near wanted to cry, because I'm like, oh, this bitch never coming back. And she never did. Like, she didn't. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, I'm so sorry. But you guys can see now, like, the bleeding has stopped, but, you know, I'm not going to go back to that finger. Well, I'm already done with it, but, you know, because there's blood on it, I'm not going to go back to it, because I don't want to get none on me. But yeah, I recently cut myself bad as fuck. Like, okay, this is why I don't buy everything from everywhere, because I realized that there's a difference in bits. Like, even if it looks the same as like something I bought somewhere before, something about how the teeth are on them bits makes a difference, because some don't roll over the acrylic smoothly, if that makes sense. Some, it's like it gets caught up on the acrylic, and that happened to me during my soak off, like I think in November. Yeah, they look hella spiky though. That shit rolled right off of me onto my thumb, cut me deep as fuck, and then it started getting infected. I was like, wow. Probably because I still went with the soak off. Like, I was like, well, fuck. I definitely did. I was like, I need these off. So again, you guys, we go with a file that's not very coarse, because doing this on very short nails, if I were to do this with like a black file, you could really risk hurting somebody. I mean, you could hurt somebody still with this, but you know. We don't. Okay. Okay. Oh, absolutely.
That's your favorite right now?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been wearing duck for years now, actually. But
you did them square, like,
I do. Like, sometimes I do every, like, now and then. But most of the time, I wear duck. I only wear square, like, maybe if there's, like, specific stuff I want to do.
Have you ever did, like, almond?
On myself?
Yeah.
No. But I've done lipstick.
Okay.
Never done. No, I've done stiletto in the past, yeah, but I got hurt one time wearing stiletto. So you can bet your bottom dollar that when that happened, I have never put a stiletto on myself ever again. And like what I was doing didn't even like. There's no reason I should have got hurt. I was putting earrings on the counter, and girl, I promise you, I just sit them on the counter. However, my finger hit the counter, my nail, I just felt like a huge tingling, and guess what? My whole fucking nail fell off the next day. Yes, girl, I was shook. I just couldn't believe it. I said, "There's just no way," and I've never done stiletto again. I think that was in 2019, girl. Yeah,
She wasn't playing.
I was not playing. It made me sick just to even think about it. And I used to wear like square with like a pinky and a index finger of stiletto. Okay. Never happened again after that. I've never done a mixed shapes in my life again. At all. At all. So you guys can see I'm going on the sides a little bit underneath to like make sure the shape fits her fingers, the nails. We don't want any areas that are too thick or anything like that. So, but you have to be careful because remember, this is not no nail tips. This is her real stuff underneath. So if I make a mistake, it's going to show up later on in how her nails grow. So what time is it? Look at this, you guys. 41 minutes, and look at this. You follow like hairstylists?
Yeah, on my hair page,
yeah. Do you feel like what type of content do they produce? Because like I don't really follow a lot of nail techs because I feel like everyone's content is kind of the same, and everybody wants you to like buy a product or like, oh, here's the reasons why you're not making money, or like as a nail tech you should be doing this. Like I just don't, I'm not gonna say I don't find value in that content. I just don't feel like I'm gonna follow you because you keep posting that, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just not content that I care about, for real. And I don't want to have to like comment or buy a product to see what the rest of this paragraph is supposed to say. Like I feel like nail techs be doing that a lot. So y'all just want to make sure that everything is like evenly square. Like I don't want one side of the nail to be higher than the other if possible and all. It's close. It's just this right here. And if some of the nails are a little bit shorter than others, y'all, it's okay because as they grow out, they'll get fixed. It's just this is an overlay, which means they're natural nails, which means that there are no nail tips to make everything super perfectly even, if you get what I mean. So you'll want to make everything as evenly as possible, so when you glance, it's like, oh, everything looks like it still goes together. But if you measure all these up, they're not all going to be the same because every nail is different, every finger is a different length, every nail bed, you know what I'm saying? So that's part of the process I don't necessarily do until the nails get long enough to even be close to being even. And even still, you know, some nails grow faster than others. Like, you know, it's a process. Oh, somebody sent me some real. It was a lady that had her nails grown for 4 years. And the underneath, I seen two separate ladies. The underneath, though, were absolutely black and yellow and just all sorts of stuff under the nails. And
how does that even happen?
I mean, if you never took off the acrylic in 4 years.
Oh, she kept the same acrylic on?
Yeah, like she was just going, keep getting fills. But also, like, clearly. No. And then clearly she just kind of wasn't like maintaining them. You know, like they was growing. They was mad long. Both the ladies, they was mad long. But something clearly just wasn't right. I was like, dang. And then the tech, he was trying to tell him, like, oh, you need to cut him. You need to do this. He's like, you know, we're going to make you a plan. We're not going to do this today. I was like, look, you need to go ahead and get tested. That's what I would have said. Like, you know, like, I can't go ahead and get tested so that way I know none of this is, like, infectious so that I can work on you. Because...
So you wouldn't have did it?
No, because honestly, based on the colors of that, UNL's is like black and green and yellow underneath the natural nail. No, because once I start to filing, you know,
all that stuff's
it's going to come up. It's going to be in the air. And me touching on it, you know. So, yeah, I would have told her, like, go ahead and go get tested for what you need to get tested for. All fungus and everything. And let me know what the results say. Because, of course, clients are going to be like, I don't know how it got like that. Oh, it's just been like that. Oh, my. Like, so you don't know how your nails got black. No, girl, it's been like this for... People be telling me, oh, my toenail's been like this for 20 years. It's just how it grows. I said, no, it's not just how it grows if you're telling me that it did not used to be like this. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, something happened here. Something happened here. It was a lady in my building. I had to turn her away. She was a hairstylist, too.
But she had that fungus stuff?
I'm not going to call it fungus, but... Okay, basically, she came in here while I had a client. She's trying to pass out a flyer, but I feel like that was just like a little disguise. And she's like, oh, you think you just look at my foot?
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, you need to go book an appointment, boo. I'm sorry, but I'm doing somebody's nails. I cannot just look at your feet, you know? So, she ended up booking an appointment, and she had polish on, and she basically was like, oh, you know, I normally get acrylic on my big toe, but she did not tell me she had acrylic on already. So when I'm looking, I'm like, okay, well, you need to soak off and you need to do this. I'm like, you didn't book right, so therefore I cannot really help you today besides soaking this off and see even if there's time to do a pedicure or anything. When I started falling off the polish, I'm like, what the fuck is all this black? You know? She's like, oh, girl.
The black wasn't the polish?
No, her polish was pink or something. I was like, you know, what is all this, girl? What's all this? Tell me, you know? She's like, oh, it's been like that since I was 18. Mind you, she's almost 40 or something. So, I was like, but how? She's like, oh, I think my cosmetology instructor gave me a bad pedicure. So she gave me a pedicure the next day, this. I said, not to put too much on it, I do not think your cosmetology instructor gave you a pedicure the next day, your shit just turned like this, and then you just had it like this the whole rest of cosmetology school. Didn't say nothing, didn't, you know? Because I'll tell you what, them teachers surely would have used you as an example. Surely would have been like, I don't know who in here ain't crossing right or who ain't doing this. Like, y'all, look at this, look at it. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not going down that way in school. Like, you know? So I just didn't believe it. So at that point, I'm like, did you get hurt? Did you come into contact with blah, 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 blah? She's like, well, if I did get hurt at 18, hell if I know. I was like, okay, well, do you realize, though, that I'm not going to be able to do nothing for you? And then the acrylic was so bad. I'm like, who be doing it? Oh, she talking about her lash tech do her acrylic toes.
Her lash?
Her lash tech. I said, is your lash tech also a manicurist? She said, no. I said, oh. Well, this looks very bad. Very, very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. And so I basically told her, I'm like, I got to stop filing. And I put her on a little toe wrap with an acetone. I said, you're going to have to take it from here, ma'am, because there's nothing I can do for you. Like, literally, there's nothing I can do for you. You guys, we're going to put on her French. I don't like painting on the plain background. It just creeps me out, so. Okay, you guys can see she's all cleaned up now. Everything is all good to go, so we can go ahead and proceed. But, yeah, I had to pretty much wrap her up and send her on her way. She never came back, though. Because I told her, I was like, you need to... I asked her, I was like, have you seen a doctor? She's like, yeah, way back then. I said, no. But have you seen a foot doctor? You went to the podiatrist? Yeah. I said, what they say? She said, they gave me some sort of oral medication. I said, oral medication. I said, yeah, for like fungus, right? She's like, I think so. I said, oh, did you get tested again after you completed the course of, medicine? No. I said, okay, well, go ahead and get tested. She's like, well, that was so long ago. I was like, that doesn't mean nothing. Like, there's people that have chronic fungus or complications from having it, or like, you never know. Like, I cannot diagnose you, but I'm telling you right now. She's like, well, she's like, my grandpa got a toenail like this. I said, I tell you right now, something is probably wrong with your grandpa too. Like, I doubt you just hit a certain age in your toenails and the people in your family just like, well, turn them toenails black. Like, this is not. I said, well, you've been getting your toes done. What do people be saying? She's like, oh, they be trying to get to the bottom of it like you. And I be telling them, like, y'all, this is just how it is. So, like, just proceed. I'm like, that's some crazy work. To be like, this is how it is. I said, wow. I said, well, when's the last time you seen a doctor about it? She's like, a couple years ago. I said, okay, well, I'm telling you, you need to go present day. Because clearly the issue is not resolved. She's like, everyone just says the same thing. I said, find a different fucking doctor. Find a doctor that don't say the same thing. Or tell the fucking truth. Right. Because I feel like you're leaving detail. Like, people be doing it. I know they be doing that for hair.
Yeah.
Like, stop leaving stuff out. Exactly. And you have come to the wrong nail tech. Because I will ask you questions up and down. And read you for filth on the fact that I feel like you are not telling me the truth. So, we're going to have to leave it at what it is. Which just means you're leaving with a little toe bandage to continue soak off. I told her, I said, look, you should know how to soak off. You're a Cosmo girl. I said, you're going to need to put some more acetone on this throughout the day. So maybe you need to go up to Sally's or something to keep this going. Because I can't keep putting my hands on you and I don't know what that is. She's like, oh. I said, yes, ma'am. I'll see you the next time. That was fucking last year. But people be doing that sometimes. You turn people down and tell them go get tested and all. They don't come back. I'm like,
they just find somebody that will do it.
Probably the same places that they was just complaining about. Like one older lady, she was saying that her toenails, they look like, okay, when like somebody has fungus and stuff, the toenails don't look right. Like sometimes they have a yellowish hue, but they just look crumbly, or they look like broken up a little bit. And she had a couple toenails like that. And honestly, her skin also looked like burned, like she had trauma from other stuff, whatever. But you could tell. Oh, you can take out the first one.
Did you have one that you put two in?
I did. And that one's...
Don't tell me it broke.
I can't remember what happened to it. I'll be honest with you. I know I had to get a new one. I thought this one was for two hands. And when I got it, I was like, barely. Like, what the fuck? I was very sad about that. Not gonna lie. But, no, there's some stuff I need to get new. Because I want to put this one over there for feet. Because I have one over there for feet. It's just like a little tiny OG one that I had. And it works fine. I feel like I use that one for more like travel sometimes. So there's just stuff that needs to be done. I need to get new chairs for a Fendi fact. You know what? I don't even know what time my next person is. Let's see. Okay, so I'm in 53 minutes. So I believe the overlays are marked for like an hour and a half to take in account for design. So that means we probably got about 37 minutes left to the next person. So. Okay, y'all, this is the color we are using because she wants like a pretty royal blue color for her tips. You can take that handout. And I do have a coupon code, y'all. I just can't remember it. You could probably look in some of my YouTube videos or something.
For the polish? Yeah.
Little discount codes. They just don't get really used. But I'm like, hey, they there. Okay, so, excuse me? Girl, what are you doing? And not polish. I got a coupon code for them. I think it's just peaches, matter of fact. So for nails this short, I don't mind doing French tips. I feel like it's cute. Why are you acting like that, though? Alright. So the easiest way to do it for this short, because I used to struggle, I kind of boot. get the corners done. Well, this is kind of how I do all French, but specifically on short, I like to get the corners done like this, and then I'll come through the middle as such. Boom. Now, if y'all have not seen on my page or my channel by now, I like stuff that's a little more like thicker, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not a huge fan of like the French tip that you can't even barely see on short nails. I feel like that look a little bit interesting, because I be feeling like, what's the point? So I like to make sure the corners is thick. Boom. Then we go this way to make sure the smile line is even. What? Okay, clearly, y'all, this brush, she's not acting right. She got all these fucking flyaways. Why you want to make my life hard? Boom. And that's how I do it. And I used to absolutely hate French until I realized, like, the brushes you use do matter. And I mean, I still be using messed up brushes, but they're like better quality, so they're easy to work with even when they get effed up. I really just need to run some hot water over, and it'll be fine.
Is that how you get the little bristles?
Yeah, to get back into shape, at least somewhat. It do be working though. I'm just like, dang, why my brushes look always like this? I be trying to take care of them. I put the caps back on, and I think that's the problem. Like, when the cap go back on, you don't know what.
Probably pushes.
Yes, it's like, okay, even though it looks like everything went back on fine, at the same time, it's like, you open it the next day, and it's like, damn, bro, you back with this BS. Ah. Okay, this is not cooperating. Y'all see what I have to go through? And this, y'all can see this polish is not really, it's kind of thick, and I don't know if it's just because it's like this particular color, you know. It's kind of thick, but boop. Are there any other designs that you've seen you want to try?
I like that little, the 3D stuff.
I just did a set the other day that had like a bunch of the 3D gel and stuff. They do come out cute when they done right, you know. It's just time consuming as hell. I'm like,
really?
You gotta draw this, cure this, draw this, cure that. Like, what the? It's like.
So like every time you put that 3D stuff, you have to cure it?
Yeah. Otherwise, it may not like stay in that shape, or it's gonna like migrate and stuff. Yeah, you gotta cure it so it can stay.
When you like do a new set with that stuff on, you just like drill it off and like take the pliers and like.
No, I think maybe some people ply it off, but I don't. I just file through it. Yeah, I seen somebody that they plied it off and it was like soft, and it's like, oh, I just do this because it's soft. And I mean, some of the comments were saying it too, but even I was like, okay, that I don't think it cured all the way. Yeah, to be honest with you, if it's like jelly by the time they come back, like I was like, ma'am, what is going on? So this is why we like make sure the sides are good, because you always want to make sure the polish can look nice on the sides too. Okay, you don't want it to be like empty. I was very surprised by that. I'm a monster on these hoes. I'm a monster. Y'all, ain't these just adorable? Little minis. What do you think your boyfriend gonna say?
He's gonna like them.
Is this his favorite shade of blue?
I don't know.
He just likes blue.
Yeah. I was gonna do black, but then I was like, I don't know. I never had black nails before.
Did it come out cute? Oh fuck! I don't know how I did that. Yeah, I just did some black nails yesterday. It was just a plain black set though. Like some.
The whole nails black.
Some like medium
yeah,
nails.
I see that too. Like that's in now. Black nails.
Oh shoot. What is these hoes? All right. So if y'all don't like flip the hand over when you do certain stuff, I'm telling you, at least to check the evenness of it, because that's really what will show you what's cracking. And you know what's so crazy? It's really this finger bothering me, but it's like that nail bed is kind of shorter than the other, so like the shape of it is kind of different, but something about it. It just needs to be rounded out. What's your next move? I was trying to do some French tip on somebody not too long ago, and like I know doing this, like clients, they don't be, you know, some new people don't be expecting it, but she was kind of trying to like help me move her fingers around, and it was just making me make so much mistakes. I was getting so frustrated. I was like, girl, please, please just let me do it. She said, oh, I'm just trying to help. I was like, I know, boo, but please stop, because you are making me scared.
That's how people washing hair. Like they be trying to lift up their head and like
really
do all that. Yes, girl, yes. And I'd be like, I don't want to get you wet. Like just put your head down. I got you.
I would think like getting your hair washed, like, no, I want you to do everything. This is relaxing, so.
No, they were trying to lift up their head to make sure like you got it under there and all that.
Interesting. She's like, I will lift you up if I need it.
No, literally, I literally told him all the time, like, just lift your head. Like, I don't know what to do.
Oops. Okay, that's too much, but okay. I'm gonna go this way because this brush is all messed up too. Hopefully y'all can see this. I'm pretty sure y'all can. Feel like Wesley.
I'm so sorry, this pink got on my finger.
Oh, it's okay. Look at being a bad client. Moving around, y'all. See that? She's trying to mess me up on purpose. I wonder if there's anybody that does that, like try and mess people up on purpose. Like, it's just taking a really long time. And I just really think that I could be compensated back for this, like, or go to hell. Which one you said?
This one.
Oh. Come on. And what? Oh, hold up. Oh my gosh. How? And the worst part is, I don't know if it was me or you that did it.
Like, where's the blue at?
That's what I'm trying to, I'm not gonna lie. Normally it'd be on me, okay? Because I'd be like, what? And it'd be on me, but you see what a good cleanup brush could do for you? Boom, it's like it never even happened. That's why I'm like, I don't understand how all these texts, they be put that in there for me. Their whole process be looking perfect and good. I'm like, girl, you was a lie. Because even when you're heck good, stuff be happening. Why, one of my clients, she was telling me about, like, having, like, certain coworkers and stuff. And I'm like, I ain't had coworkers in so freaking long, right? She was telling me how they have, like, 2 break rooms or something. And she works with cars. So she's like, one break room us inside people use, and there's a different break room that, a lot of the more outside people use, whatever. Because it's all different parts of the building. She's like, why did she see one day this boy, and he's on the bigger side, right? And she talking about, she went into the break room to go do something. She talking about why I went in there, and mind you, he had on like a vest or like a puffer coat or something. He done took his coat or vest off, and he didn't have no shirt on. So his titties was out. And he in there eating ramen noodle out of a pot. Like, what? Mind you, that not only did it not have a stove, but she says, you can take that one out. She says that he brings his own pot
to cook the noodles.
Yeah, so she's like, all we have is a microwave and an air fryer. So I guess he takes water from the little hot water, machine that has hot and cold. He put it in a pot. He put 4-pack of ramen noodles in and put the lid on and just wait for it to get soft, and then he just eat it straight out of the pot with his titties out. What? I'm like, you don't have no business being on the, first of all, where is your underclothes underneath your outerwear, like, why are you coming to work with no shirt on? And why is you taking, you don't have no shirt on under that. Why are you in the break room eating your lunch?
There's no way them ramen noodles are getting that soft with just
the hot water.
Yeah.
I don't know. She said he be bringing his own pot and everything. I said, now that's
a weird coworker.
I said, I couldn't believe it. Because I would have been, what they said, a woman was too stunned to speak and all that. Because I would have been like, what the hell is you doing in here? And why don't you do that on your side of the building? Like, she's like, I think he'd be waiting for, like, management to go on their breaks and stuff. So he can come eat his lunch.
Take his shirt off.
I'm like, it's just the fact that you are shirtless under that coat. Like, huh? I never heard of that before. Ever.
How long are you working today?
Till like 5. So only 9 to 5. Nothing crazy. Ooh, that would have been bad. It probably would have been 4, but somebody booked a repair, and I just can't see, like, at this point, okay, I don't know what's the equivalent for you, but at a certain point when people come in for something and like, you probably should just book like your actual maintenance, because I know it's about that time. So I'm like,
you just want to repair one nail?
I guess it's for her toes. So I'm like, either a corner of her toenail is broken, or maybe the bling, because I did her toenails and she had like a little bling French on the big toe, which was cute, but within 2 days or something, one bling popped off. And so, of course, I didn't know that when she booked the repair. So I'm thinking, like, what could have happened? She's like, oh, can you put this bling back on? I was like, yeah, I guess. I guess so. But now I'm pretty sure it has been a month. So.
Oh, since her whole.
Yeah. Oh. So I'm like, I don't know what she needs to repair on, but I'm like, okay, I know it's definitely time for maintenance, like, no matter what. Which, I mean, that ain't what you book, so that's not what you're gonna get. Because, you know, I don't play them games. What is it? Ah! Okay, I literally cannot see with that shadow. Here I am. Where's my... Oh. Okay, y'all, you see that's been only 71 minutes. Have you had to give any, like, drastic haircuts or damage control?
No, I had to fix a couple haircuts.
You did?
People come in saying, like, oh, they cut, basically, like, they cut their own hair. I had to fix it. And one time this girl came in, her hair was like, it was like, I guess she tried to, like, take the color that she had out with, like, oops or, like, something.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, her shit was, like, green, like, ashy, like, hella shit. And then I had to fix that. And actually turned out really good.
Oh, hey. I just seen a YouTube video on this guy that had to fix this girl's hair that it did have, like, a green undertone. And he pretty much, I don't know if he, like, laid down some bleach and used, like, he had to use, like, some violet and some red or something to, like, color correct it, basically. But the after was good. I was like, dang, you can't even tell. And, like, she had curly hair, so it's like, of course, he had to, like, trim her up and stuff. He was like, I don't know how this happened or what you did, but he sure fixed her, though. Do you?
Now there's like a little trend going around called calico hair.
Oh, is that the black and...
It's like black and like copper.
And with red, yeah. I think there's like a throwback thing.
Sunday.
Yeah, I think that's like a throwback thing to like... I've seen that before, though. Do you know what people are gonna get? Like, I mean, let's say if someone books you for a color, but like, are you gonna have notes to know?
Sometimes
what they
like
want?
they have, like, if they've been to Ulta before, they'll have like their formula saved on the notes.
Oh, that's nice.
So like whatever Ulta you go to, they're always like, you can see the formula if the person saved it on there. But sometimes they like to switch it up and just do something totally new.
Well, shoot, I will hope people save the formula.
Sometimes it's annoying though when they don't.
How do you figure it out? Oh, you gotta like figure out from scratch, or you gotta ask them. Oh, damn.
Figure out, because sometimes they go to like a different store.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That would be annoying.
It's only annoying when like it's blondes and like they have a specific type of tone that they like, and then it's not in the formula. I mean, it's not in the notes. So then you just have to make one up and just hope she like it. Literally.
I feel like probably working with brunettes is like technically easier, but at the same time, you could have a situation where it's not like, I mean, because you know they always say like brown is brown and black is black, but that's not really true. Like there is undertones, warm tones, cool tone, you know, all that stuff. Have you ever done a strawberry blonde?
No, I did ginger a couple times, but not strawberry blonde.
I feel like strawberry blonde can look really good, or well, I don't want to say really bad. I guess bad is in the context of like, okay, this doesn't really look like strawberry blonde.
Sometimes it'd be like too red.
Yeah, or maybe too blonde even, huh?
Yeah, so I think it's kind of hard to get like that right.
That true color, because essentially it's just like a hint of red. Or can you do it using like a very pale red base and like highlight it, and just go in and do highlights and lowlights?
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine maybe if you do like not a copper, but like I don't want to call it like an auburn low light and a blonde highlight or something, because I don't really know about all that, but I can see it in my head, like. Yeah, and then we top coat. You guys, we're using gel elixir top coat because I don't know. I know y'all been seeing videos about the Koopa top coat, and I think I've had a bad one before I realized other people were having problems, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't that thick and bad, but it was just a little thicker than normal. But I was like, oh, you know, it's fine. But this last time when I went to the supply store and I was like, let me look at it. I don't know. It looked a little thick. I was like, I'm not even gonna play them games. So then I got the not polished one, which I've used before, but I got a bad one of that. It was like so thick, it would not come out the freaking jar. So I said, man, F y'all. Well, not F not polished, but like F that store. Because I was kind of getting pissed off. And then, so the next nail supply store, like when I went, I just got gel elixir. And I've been liking it. And it is cheaper. But I use they white and they black, so I wouldn't have thought that I wouldn't like it, you know. But when I try new stuff, it's usually because I have to, if that makes sense. Like, so cute. You guys, what do you think? See how the baby pink, just like once you put color on it, it don't even necessarily look like straight up baby pink no more. But it's a really good base. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you can switch. And boom. We're gonna put a little oilerette, and that's good to go. Let me know what you guys think. This is the final result for those curious about the price. The price is about $85. She did $10 deposit, so boom. That's that. And I will see you guys in the next one.